I am not Donna Ross. This is Donna Ross on my far right, your far left, and Katie Stevens. I wanted to introduce them. I'm Steve Aquafresca. I'm a Mesa County Commissioner. For those of you outside of the area, this is Mesa County. And the next presentation is entitled String of Pearls, a network of trails and parks along the Colorado River. The vision for the String of Pearls is more than 25 years old. The Colorado Riverfront Commission here in the Grand Valley has fostered this vision of developing a 24-mile trail, riverfront trail, from the community of Palisade all the way to the community of Fruita. And today we have about 15 of the 24 miles of hard surface trail either completed or under construction. And of course, most of the trail traverses private lands. So as you would imagine, this is a monumental undertaking for our community. That's why it's taken so many years. And it's taken a great deal of both public and private resources as well. And thank goodness in Colorado, years ago, this state decided to dedicate its lottery dollars to outdoor amenities through the Great Outdoors Colorado program, or the GOCO program. And the Colorado Riverfront Trail has been quite successful in procuring its share of GOCO dollars for advancing this monumental project. We use county conservation trust dollars for grant matches for attracting those GOCO grants, and hopefully the political will hold together and the county will continue to move forward with the Riverfront Commission and our many other municipal and nonprofit partners in this project. It's all possible because of the great talents and dedication of many people from all of these organizations. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you one of the most talented and dedicated amongst them from Mesa County, one of our key staff people, Donna Ross.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your interest in our wonderful Colorado Riverfront project. We're just going to go ahead and start into our slide presentation. What we have here is a PowerPoint with some video clips also, some excerpts from a video which has been produced by the Colorado Riverfront Commission. Well, good for me again. Sorry, folks. We'll get this worked out here. Can we put it in and show so I can go to the next slide?
Thank you so much. I'm Katie Steele with Riverfront Commission, and as you see in the previous video, the interest for our town, well, really, it truly was a junkyard. And so the Riverfront Commission was created, and the initial members were appointed by Mesa County and the City of Grand Junction 25 years ago. And their mission was to clean up that junkyard on Watson Island and the interest of our town, the sort of interest to our town. One of the co-chairs of the original Riverfront Commission was the late Jim Robb. And Jim Robb was an instrumental and influential attorney here in Mesa County. He served in the Colorado State House of Representatives and he's a federal magistrate. And with him and Bill Ela's co-chairs and this group of enthusiastic volunteers, they thought, you know, why should we stop with the cleanup of Watson Island? Let's build a trail throughout the entire length of this valley. And so their goal was to build a trail from Palisade to Fruta. And along this trail, they wanted parks and open spaces. And that's where the concept of the string of pearls came from. The string, of course, was the trail, and the pearls were going to be the parks along the trail.
Just use the clicker. On the right, there's 4 buttons. I made a circle. The rightmost button advances.
But the key to this organization, I think, from day one, and it continues to be just as important today, is the building of those partnerships. Because without those, none of this would have been possible. And with our key partners are, of course, Mesa County, the City of Grand Junction, Fruta, and the town of Palisade. But in addition to that, we hold a quarterly intergovernmental meeting. And at this meeting, we have participants from federal agencies, state, local governmental agencies, nonprofits, individuals, and businesses. And we get together on a quarterly basis to collaborate and discuss our common goals. And I just want to give you just a few of those partners. The BLM, Department of Wildlife, Army Corps of Engineers, State Parks and Wildlife, Colorado National Monument, the City of Grand Junction Police Department, the Tamarisk Coalition, Mesa Land Trust, Western Colorado Canyons Association, and the Grand Valley Trail Alliance, to name a few. These groups are dedicated to the preservation and the maintenance, safety, and the restoration of our rivers, our trails, the protection of our wildlife and our public lands. By maintaining and nurturing these partnerships, we continue to progress towards our shared goals and visions for the betterment of our community. We are stronger and more efficient and have a wider range of resources when we work together rather than work separately. Now, the challenge is, how do we keep this vision alive over the next 25 years? Because at some point in time, with the wonderful work being done by our partners, this trail will be completed. And it is going to include a larger number of users and a greater variety of users. So at the Riverfront Commission, we have to continue to maintain the involvement and engagement with the public in our local communities. We need to make sure these trails are accessible, we have good trailheads, they're safe, well marked, and we also need to install events along the trail, historical markers, hold open air concerts, and make sure the public is aware of what we have down there and what a wonderful resource it is. We have to be sure that our next 25 years are just as productive as our last. And we have to be sure that we communicate the benefits on not only on a recreational basis, but on an economic basis to our community and also for our community's health and well-being.
So we are making some great strides. Many miles of trail have been built and many parks have been built. And check out this view. Isn't this cool? We have our Fruita State Park here hosts an annual Riverfront concert series. And 1,000 to 2,000 people attend almost every one of those concerts. So next I'm going to introduce Greg Linta. He's also from Mesa County. And Greg he's an amazing man. He is our Parks and Landscapes Manager. He's our boots on the ground behind all of our Riverfront Trail construction projects in Mesa County. And I'll tell you what, that man is unstoppable. So, Greg, take it away.
I'll put me on footing or anything. As Steve had mentioned, we have been going after any type of grants that we can find over the last 4 or 5 years, assisting us in building these trails. Last year, we applied for a 2012 River Initiative grant through GOCO. One of the stipulations with that grant is we needed to go present down in Denver from the GOCO board. Besides just having foam boards, videos, whatever, we wanted to bring that board here, and a way we thought to do that is through Google. So we actually created this presentation. Section not up there.
Let me find it. Let me drive.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I want to thank you all, folks, for bearing with us through some technical difficulties this morning. Hope you don't have some hiccups or something after watching the video with pause in it.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're here now. So this is the monument view section, goes from 24 Road all the way out to Fruita. We'll connect the city of Grand Junction to Fruita. We are able to take our design engineering survey, import that into our GIS, export it right back into Google, and create a street view of exactly what we're building before it was ever even built. And we were able to present this to the board. This is exactly before the trail was built, exactly how the trail is right now, going underneath the Parkway Bridge. What was real neat of this, and I know the ground looks real white, like it's alkaline. I believe that's just a photo image. It's truly not like that. What was really cool about it is we could stop it and we could pan them around and show them what exactly the terrain looks like. And we were letting all these bikers and everyone who's recreating see what it's like and actually bring them to the trail. We've actually changed our pitch a little, and I don't want to sit here and mess with it to try and straighten it out. But typically we were more down in a street view vision. We weren't quite so high, and it was more like you were just actually riding the trail. All of this section you're seeing now was completed last summer, all the way up to the Walter Walker Wildlife section. Then it jumps into phase 3. We have design engineering drawings in right now with CDOT. Hopefully we'll be constructing that phase later this summer. And then as we get more towards the end down here, we'll be on phase 2. We actually had the pre-bid meeting on that yesterday. That project will start here in about a month and a half, only take about 120 days to complete. Our hopes are to have the city of Fruita and Grand Junction connected by the end of the year or into January, February 2014. I'm going to go ahead and just speed it up just a little bit, so hopefully you won't get car sick on it. It was a great tool, and when you're down a little bit lower, it looks a little bit nicer. You can see all the monument as you're riding by. This is going down, it goes along the frontage road going down into Fruita. We wanted to make the connection. We're still looking at other avenues of going down along the river. But we do believe that this, and when it's running a little bit slower, was one of the reasons that we were awarded just under $3 million on that grant request. So it does end up here at the Fruita Visitor Center. And we actually identified 2 projects to GOCO when we had applied for this. Another project is the Kokopelli connection. All the property's been acquired where we can go for the Fruita State Park all the way out to the to Loma, to the Kokopelli Trail, which connects Mesa County to Utah. It also hooks us into the American Discovery Trail. And so we were able to present them, and it really just jumps right across and starts right here at the Fruita State Park and continues on from there. Again, our angle on this is quite a bit higher than what we had it set at. We were up here the other evening getting it set, and then we got moved into this room. It still shows it. It's pretty cool when you're driving right along in the street view and you can see all the monument and the red rock around it. It comes off the state park. This trail actually will go all the way up. It's being designed right now into the city of Fruita and go to their brand new rec center. But it will make this turn here, start going down on the north side of I-70 all the way out to Loma, go back under I-70 at the Reed Wash and come out of the Loma boat ramp, which is effectively connecting into the Kokopelli Trail. It is tough to watch it at such a steep angle. You don't get quite the view. You can see the river quite a bit better. Really speed us up, get us a big jumbo here. This phase here, we're hoping that partners in the future, right now our current board's goals are to connect Grand Junction and Palisade. But this phase is ready to be done, ready to be designed, engineered, all the property's been acquired. We just wanted to show you this flyover. It was a great presentation tool. When it's a little slower and a little bit flatter view, it was just unbelievable how it just brought those people on the eastern slope right here to our community to show them what we were building. Thank you.
So thank you, and just to wrap it all up, So we want to thank you for your interest in our riverfront project, and of course, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to take those.
Could you talk a little bit about the agreements you have with private landowners and how private landowners might be protected from lawsuits and that kind of thing?
Certainly, absolutely, and I'm glad to see Greg stepping up to the mic here because he's really the one with the information and the facts. So, do you want to talk about that a little bit, Greg?
Sure. Over the last several years, we've actually done quite a few agreements, whether it be private citizen entities, nonprofit groups. We've put together a format with our county attorney's office. Typically, we go in, we try and get a 50-foot easement going across those property owners. We try and work with the property owners. We offer to remove tamarisk, offer them their own private access. But the lawyers put language in there that basically is the Mason County clause, the hold harmless clause. If people are injured on the trail, the property owner will not be responsible for it. Mason County has taken full responsibility, as well as the other entities, the City of Grand Junction, Palisade, and Fruita, that where these cross, we're trying to work daily with these folks. If there's any problems with people getting outside the fencing, we've had virtually none. I think it's a very true statement that as you put these trails down along the rivers, they are self-policing. All the dumping that we're cleaning up, the illegally dumping that we're cleaning up, you don't see happening anymore because of the amount of people, the public that we're putting down there. We're starting to receive letters that people just didn't think it would be as good as it is. People are very offensive. They don't want all the neighbors in their backyard, so to say. But they're really starting to turn around and say, this has turned out beautiful. It gives them great access to an outstanding recreational opportunity. It's really cleaning up their property, and they're starting to come around and really enjoy what we're building along there.
More questions? Okay, thank you very much.